good? This is Endless Space 2, and we are playing as the Fireborn Guardians of the Galaxy, the Unfallen. On the last episode, we sort of began militarizing to try to fend off the UE, who got a little bit angry when Santa Zelavis and his elves realized that we'd taken Deneb and that we were gonna kind of entwine Altair. So anyways, moving forward, we have discovered, and this is a good point, Resilence, like, I started zoning around the map. Like, when I start these episodes, guys, one of the first things I do to help, like, reacquaint myself with what we were doing, because I work on a lot of stuff, is I start zooming around the map, right? I'm just like, what's going on over here, huh? What's up over there, huh? So, one of the things I did notice is that, yeah, they're trying to burn our vines down right here, and that is a serious problem. Like, we're not going to allow that. So, what that means is that we need to start moving our forces upward in the trajectory to this area over here, and I think the way that we're going to do that safely is by militarizing a little bit more back here, which means places like Nakos that we're creating vine ships need to stop creating vine ships. The idea was that we would continue expanding over here, but if the Hisho are still hanging out here on Libra, we won't be able to vine there either. Sylphie's doing the right thing. Sylphie is making more ships, that's great. But we did also unlock our slightly larger hulls last episode, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in and build ourselves a medium combat hull. Now the reason we're mainly focusing on this right now is because the UE isn't fielding mediums yet. I don't know why they're not fielding mediums yet, they probably have the tech, but they're not. So as long as they're not going to field mediums, I am. We're going to out-tech them. And if we do this correctly, we should be able to basically maintain an advantage. I'm going to go with missiles and swarm missiles here, and the reason is because we don't have anything pushing us into particular modules, and swarm missiles and missiles allow us to basically take advantage of longer range and get through our damage. Now the upside to this too is that with these larger ships, it helps us protect them in a way, because when we stay at longer range, it's harder for them to damage them, and we don't really want to be losing medium ships. That gets expensive, especially at this point in the game. So now we have a Fire Ship 2 build, and that's what we're going to start putting in queue here on Gistrid, and we'll just put a couple. We'll just do 3 in there, that's fine. They're going to come out every 2 turns. There is a fleet of 2 here that we believe may be coming to Gistrid. That's fine. By the time they land there, one of those ships will finish and can probably annihilate both of those corvettes on its own. So what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to send this fleet up here to meet with our other fleet that's already arriving here. They do not seem to have any units on Perseus just yet, which is good for us, because that means we can start sending fleets up here, but I don't want to do it right now when we have 7 and they have 8. I want to go when we have the advantage. It's really important that you have the advantage before you engage in this game, because otherwise you're basically just throwing away ships to do a little bit of damage. And I've done that in the past, you guys have seen me do it. It's a great thing if you absolutely have to do it, but we don't have to do it here. We can wait a turn, get our fleets together, and then come straight at Nihal. Deneb is building all of these little guys, but not anymore. It was a cool idea while it lasted. Give me fire ships. Give me all the fire ships. That's what I want now. I want every fire ship you can muster, Deneb. I want to put all the missiles into the heads of the United Empire. Okay, so this vine ship here is just hanging out waiting. It does look like the Hisho are still here. See, and this is the problem. The Hisho are still here, so our vine ships effectively can't do anything. We're cut off. And I think this is probably one of the bigger challenges for the Unfallen. We're cut off on this end because we can't expand here. We're cut off on this end because we can't expand here. We can't dedicate the military forces to clearing Libra, so the Hisho will go away. We could vine right here. In fact, maybe that's the best plan, is just to vine right there where they're trying to make a colony, just to kind of mess with them. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that next turn. Let's really just push it in on the UE. Like, that's a good idea right there. Okay. So now we have a plan for what we want to do with our vine ships when they start to get together. We do want to group them up first. This little group of vine ships is on their way back, potentially, which... There's no win here with these guys. They're just in bad position. It's going to take us a long time to get them back. It's not great. It's not a big, great thing for us. Cram Act we can actually get away or get rid of now. The main reason is because we were losing some happiness since we lost peace with some people, and what we're going to replace that with, though, is either Spoils of War or lower fleet costs. Either one of these is going to be very helpful right now, and I think we'll go for Spoils of War. Yeah, I think that's definitely a better idea. Now, I do want to point out something else that I was thinking we can take advantage of. Mutual Understanding grants us plus 10% damage per friendly major faction on ships and on troops. So why don't we force peace? With everyone. Anyone we can force peace with, we're forcing peace with.
Her Majesty.
Yep, welcome to peace. It's really cool. You should check it out. Hey, guess what? Peace. Really cool, check that out. Isn't that awesome, guys? So much peace. Don't you love the peace? Also, we're now ecstatic on all of our systems. I don't care what your kin think, lady. I really don't care. Shut up. We're at peace now. We're at peace. Be good friends and shut up. This is how we do peace, guys. We impose our peace. Oh, we do have a hacking operation left, and it occurs to me that it wouldn't hurt at this moment to have a few more hacking defenses, just because they could hack us from the pirate system over here too. So let's go ahead and put another defensive program down. We have defensive programs on all of our systems now, which is a good idea. But now we're going to go from Gistrid to Pleone to Perseus here, because Pleone isn't yet a system. Hopefully we can land a backdoor here on Perseus and try our hack on Nihal again. It's really unfortunate that they've got this whole area locked down and there's no neutral system for us to bounce hacks off of, because it means it's going to be hard to get to Altair. Now, if we can manage to like entwine over here, and then colonize over here, we could bounce here to here to here, and that would allow us to constantly hack their capital and steal techs, which is great. The other thing we can do if we hack their capital is we can like cause a rebellion. There's a lot of powerful options there. Let's go ahead and start congregating our vine ships here on Nakos so we can send them up here to start entwining Pleone. How many turns would it take for these guys to just straight jet it to Pleone? It'll probably take them forever. Yeah, it'll take them literally forever. I don't want to commit them for that many turns without us knowing for sure, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to have them hang out. It really sucks. Like, the vine ships being unable to do anything when we've dedicated so many resources to creating them is, in my opinion, the biggest drawback that we've found to playing the Unfallen. They are very, very dependent on the ability to spread their roots, and if they can't, then they're just kind of forced to sit. So we really need to end this war decisively. We need to end it now. Pi has leveled up. We're going to go ahead and go with one more increase to deposits. Gotta love that. And then once Pi's level up is done, let's see where we are at with the Harisham. They've gained a population. That's lovely. Got some new ships here on Sylphi. Got a new vine ship on Nakos. Deneb has colonized its desert and is now working on a fire ship. Lovely. And we've completed Empire Development 4. We have no research in the queue right now, which means it's time to get that one we were after right here. Yes, please, plus 15% dust and science per friendly major faction. And then, because we are... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's do super light content here. This is going to give us Edenization, which means more influence. It's also going to give us cultural flexibility, the ability to pacifically convert other peoples. Or rather, does it reduce the cost? Allows absorption of systems within your Vine network over time? No, it does allow absorption of... This is great. This is what we want. We are going to take the UE's systems now because they made us angry. They pressed us, which was a mistake. With these guys, I may actually... Yeah, let's just upgrade these guys. Let's upgrade them. Now they're missile ships, I believe. 2 of them are missile ships now, which is fine. The idea here is, once again, we're going to try to take advantage of that range to reduce our losses so that we can kind of solidify an offense against the UE here while we build out our larger ships. Go, guys. Ooh, new miner. Hello there. You look like a lot of fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out, here we come. Sorry, guys. I get old songs stuck in my head all the time. If it annoys you, I apologize. I can't help myself. Alright, let's send this guy up here to look around. Got a guy right here. There doesn't seem to be more to explore over here, but we can see an influence sphere here. So what I'm going to do is just fire off a couple of probes. Show me the world. Okay, or the galaxy, I guess, would be more astute here. Split-second ablatives. We now have access to the light class hull, which is our medium support vessel. Let's go take a look at that. That may actually be the ship we decide to build out as our invader. Because we may need an invader here. That is the best way for us to create some pressure on the Wait, what? What's it? That is apparently an attack slot that... Or maybe that symbol means it's an anything slot? Or the lack of... Yeah, it's an anything slot. That's cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's incredible. Okay, so we're gonna give them this, obviously, because we want them to have a fleet speed that keeps up. But then we could honestly go like this and just put titanium AS2 shells everywhere. How much do we get for each of those? 14, 28... Oh gosh, math. 30, 42? 42 siege value just from these modules? I don't know what the total siege value would be for one of these ships, though. And the cost isn't necessarily excessive. We could build defenses on these, but the reality is if these get caught out, you're probably going to lose them anyway, so it may not even be worth it to do that. It may just be better to go with it as it is. I mean, honestly, honestly, it may be worth it to go like this and make them even faster so that we can get our siege vessels around the galaxy. Let's make an actual siege design. I should have done this in the first place. We're gonna make a siege ship. Now, we could also try this with our loam holes. That's our small protectors, I believe. But they only would get one of each of those, and we would end up with something like this. 7 siege value, and, you know, basic movement. Not really great here. I think these light class ones are going to be a lot better for this, and what I'm going to do is, once again, like we did before, we're just going to give them a couple engines and a couple siege modules. Now, if we really want to, we can put some defenses on these guys, but I don't think it's even really necessary. Although, it does occur to me, don't they actually... No, they don't need weapons to siege. They need weapons to blockade. Okay, we're good. We don't need to put anything else on these. We can keep them cheap. Let's just look how much this would go up if we did add some defenses, though. Let's do double laser defenses. So yeah, that does add a little bit. Maybe it's not considerable, but it's something, so we're going to wait on that, because I basically don't want to slow those down any slower than they have to be to get out so that we can start using them as quickly as possible. Do have 2 Vine ships up right here. There's a third right there. Beautiful. Get together, Vine Fleet. Let's go. Entwine Pleone. Make them wish that they hadn't ever messed with us. You two, get over there. Go. Go to your home, man. Go to your home. You guys go there, too. Everybody get where you're supposed to get. They do have 2 ships stuck here. We're going to plow them real quick. Hi, you guys look like you're ready to be blown up. Does that seem like an astute observation? Let's go with shield absorption here because we'll lose nothing for it. We get to use our range profiles, and they just do less damage. They're going to retreat. That's kind of what I expected there. And this fleet is still not quite here, but we can see they do have a fleet of 11 here, and that's sort of why I was like, okay, we gotta get this done, you know, we gotta move up and actually contest them. Because if not, they're gonna get through there, and it's gonna be really painful. 4.1k to build a fire ship here, so doing that is just not an option at the moment. That is really unfortunate, because rushing one of those out would actually help us a lot right here. Mainly because if we leave this system, I think they still keep burning those vines. So what we'll have to do is we'll put most of our ships together here in Perseus and send them up to Nihal, but we'll have to leave like 1 and a fleet commander here just to basically contest this system and keep them from burning these vines. That's really all we can do. Yeah. Alright. I like that. Let's go. Next turn. Their influence range is growing. We got to see it like creep out just a little bit more there. It's not gonna matter in a moment. Oh, Sylphie's been compromised. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Let's hope it's the pirates and not the UE. Because if it's the UE, it's a very big problem. The pirates won't like do anything super crazy usually, but the UE could cause an open rebellion. They could mess with our politics. There's a lot they could do. Why, hello there. You look like a lot of fun. Okay, we're going to go over there and look, but first we're going to check out this area because this is a colonized system. We want to look for guardians that we can spawn on their planets. Like this. Hello there, Guardian. Sup? Have a Guardian. Expedition Guardian on Shaddai 5. This is something that Resilence was telling me about. If you have Guardians on people's systems, it basically makes it so they don't want to go to war with you as much because if they do, you can like see the Guardians and it gives you vision. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then send this guy over here. We should potentially see if they have Guardians on any other planets. I haven't looked at the UE planets yet. We can take a quick glance at those. That's not a Guardian. I mean, the main ones we want to look at are right here. Also not a Guardian. What is that? Is that a civilian ship? Oh, I think they've got a civilian ship coming in here, too. Which is not going to do them very well. Are they leaving with... Interesting. Interesting. Shoot. They have one Corvette here. Oh, wait. Oh, we probably shouldn't have done this, but this is okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I have a plan. I don't know what it is, but we'll make it work. We're gonna go for shield penetration. Get him, boys. There's only one of him. He's gotta run or he's dead. Okay. Lovely. So he's retreating. Our fleet is moving here, so we can combine these fleets. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave one token ship here to help support this guy and hopefully get them off of this system. And then this fleet is gonna come right up here and be like, "Sup, how you guys doing? You gonna go? Because we can go." So now hopefully us being here will contest the vines. Hopefully they're not able to... I keep saying hopefully, but that's because a lot of this is running on hope. If they burn our vines here, it's gonna be very, very sad for us. Fortunately, because that fleet appeared here, I think the one we saw traveling here was heading this way instead of the way we thought they were going. So that actually works out in our favor quite a bit here. Can I select this? No? Okay, fine, I'll do it this way then. So we're gonna get our fire ship here. Could keep this on Gistrid as a defensive unit. I think it's better to send it up here as a combat unit though, so we'll get that moving. Deneb will also have a fire ship to reinforce next turn, which is gonna be lovely. Okay. Oh, and we were looking for Guardians. We were looking for Guardians before I freaked out there. There's not a Guardian there. As we check this one, it's kind of off the beaten path even if there is one, but it could still, you know, create some negative pressure on them. Nothing there. How about Altair? Any Guardians in Altair? There is a Guardian in Altair. Minus 20 influence if owner is enemy of factions having Guardians. Ooh, and they help with ground invasions. Imagine that. It's almost like we might invade their capital. Another Guardian here. So we have Guardians, they're just not in systems that are relevant right now, which is kind of unfortunate. Would have helped to have them a little bit closer, I think. Hey, Pardalis is here. Sup, Pardalis? What you got? We could also shoot out probes here. That's probably the smarter thing. Shooting out probes and trying to find a new location. Is that a colonized system? It's not. That's a system we could colonize. What? Wait, why is the UE out here? Oh, they're probably scouting. The UE is scouting out here as well. Good for them. Let's see what we can find here. Ooh, search the Curiosity if you're ready to sacrifice 10 Hyperium and maybe your fleet. Or rename the NACO system. I'm gonna do rescue here. The expedition made landfall days ago, but nothing has been heard since they entered a region of mild seismic activity on the second day. Electromagnetic analysis of the region suggests that their communication equipment should still be functional, so lack of contact is unlikely to have a technical cause. What should you do? Stay loyal to the missing team and send another party down to investigate, or keep everyone aboard and not expose them to unknown risks. You have a bad feeling about this. We're gonna do the rescue just because I believe the outcome on that is positive. You owe the expedition team your loyalty. After all, who will serve you in the future if they think you will abandon them at the first sign of danger, right? Your scientific council, however, has advised you that this action is not without risk. They estimate a 20% chance of the entire fleet undertaking the search being lost. I mean, honestly, if we lose this scout right here, it'll be a sad time, but it won't be the end of the world. Is it not here? Or are we out of probes, or what's up? No, it's right there. There we go. Do it! What do we got? The rescue party touches down on the planet close to the site of the last known contact. Woo! We got it. Okay. Success on the 5th day. The rescue party picked up a weak signal coming from a system of caves within the region that the original team disappeared. Upon investigation, they discovered the team surviving inside of a Yawny craft near the mouth of the caves. Although the crew gave conflicting accounts of what had happened and possessed equipment that was prematurely aged, they were found to be in fine physical and mental health. After some simple repairs to the Vidyani craft, both the rescue party and the missing crew were able to leave the surface and return to the fleet. Insights gleaned from the whole affair have triggered a scientific renaissance across the Empire. So we got some extra science, and we also got a Vidyani ship, which is awesome. Hey, look at that. Are you guys about to land here, Mr. Yui? That's cool. We'll catch you. We'll shoot you. You can run. I'm fine with you running, but we are going to shoot you. Because you suck. Okay. So Santa's Elvis and the United Elves are gonna get wrecked. It's all good. We got this. We got this, guys. I'm like over here telling myself we got this because I'm not sure we do. But we'll be okay. We'll figure this out. We always do. fire some probes up this way because we can tell that there's a star lane going there. We can also fire over there, but we have this guy kind of moving on over to Arcturus, so I'm not super worried about that. It will be interesting to see if Arcturus has some Guardians on it. If it does, we should definitely get those. That a Guardian? That is a Guardian. Hey, hey, hey. Gotta love that. Okay. These Vine ships are stuck still. There's not a thing we can do with them. And there's nothing we can do with these guys this turn, which is fine. Next turn, we're gonna engage them. It'll be good. We got this, folks. We got this. We're done playing games. Done playing games. The UE is about to get burned to the ground by the trees. Let that one roll around in your head for a minute. Okay. Our population boost has begun again. We don't say ended here, we just say begun again, because we always begin it again. We have discovered a new asteroid field. Show the location. Oh, hey, nice. That's off the beaten path. That could actually be a spawn point for the Umbral Choir. I believe they're in this game. Or somewhere that they might hide out, even. Munchie's Madness. The coolest, tastiest treat across the galaxy is a new fast food. Hara Schwarm. Hara Schwarm. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? A traditional snack of the Harashem. The trend has taken settled planets like a storm, and anywhere you go you can buy it or order a couple of pre-fermented slabs of this cheap, delicious fodder. Unfortunately, the incredible leap in takeout consumption has created vast quantities of garbage, exacerbated by the fact that decaying Harashwarm turns into a corrosive gas. As a result, waste treatment plants and trash collection companies are staggering under mountains of cardboard and plastic rubbish that is slowly devolving into toxic waste. It is a particular challenge for the Basrixo, who pride themselves on turning trash into treasure. This time, they may have met their match. Oh, cool, so this is like a Basrixo faction quest. If we have an ecologist law for 5 turns, then we get a free military tech here. Ooh. It's actually a really good military tech. Like, really, really good. That being said, ecologists are not one of our major parties, so it might be hard to reach. I'm gonna take this because it doesn't say there's a time limit on this, so if we just get an ecologist law, like if ecologists come into our political parties, then we can just put a law on for 5 turns and just for free get an upgrade to our Thorn class hull. I like that. I'm going with cleanliness here. Just lovely. The party is over and it's time to clean up. Somebody has to be the responsible one. We do. This Harashwarm has got to go. You kids cannot be eating that stuff all the time. Okay. God, I feel like... It's funny, because, like, I'm a dad in real life, so, like, yeah, that's pretty funny. Although I'm the one that would be eating the junk food, like, let me tell you, that's me. Okay, Center of Light and Life will be done in 1 turn here. We are building that in Sylphie, mainly because it will advance our science gains quite a bit, but after that, obviously, we're going to start pumping out ships. The real question is, what ships? What ships do we want to build next? We could start building our siege ships here, but I feel like rushing out some fire ships is probably a better idea. We could also build a behemoth there, and I'm honestly very much considering an econ behemoth just sitting here on Sylphie for the moment, because we don't have a lot of other systems to hover around with a science one. I mean, the closest would be something like Iris up here, which would be great if our vines were out. Oh, they divined us. They divined us bad. Okay. Oh no, that's really, really bad. Are we gonna lose Deneb now? Is that how that works? Oh, that's not cool. But I still see vines here, so I don't know how that works. Enemy civilian ship is destroyed. Like, our vines should still be here. They're not burned all the way down. We can see that right here. Like, there's vines left here. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. We're gonna see. If they, like, break completely now because that's... you know, down, that's going to be really irritating. I wonder if they stay damaged like that and then we have to rebuild them? Is that how that works? Because if it is, I mean, that's easy enough. Let's get these vine ships over here and get the entwining going again. I think that's just a simple solution to this problem. Why, hello there! Have you met our new fire ship? Because you're about to. Things are about to get heavy. Let's go in on this fleet right now. So we really want to be careful about our battle plan here. If we look at their damage types, they are mixed up pretty well. Let's see. So they've got projectiles. That's a lot of damage too. Projectiles, projectiles, projectiles. Looks like the majority of their ships are projectiles, and their energy ships don't have a lot of damage. Okay, so we know that hull plating is going to be much more advantageous than, say, shield absorption here. Now, on the other hand, that is going to force us into some really awkward ranges, whereas if we just stay back... Are they using missiles? They are using missiles, so we don't want to stay back anyway. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go in for hull plating. Let's go to advanced here, and let's sort of plan our fleet layout. You know, I'm actually kind of okay with all of this. The way that we're set up right now seems okay. Let's try to make sure that there's at least, like, a big ship or some sort of tanky ship in each thing. So I'm going to put a cardboard shield down here. Okay. I think that's as good as it's necessarily going to get here. If they put everything in, like, one slot, it's going to be really frustrating, but whatever. I think hull plating is probably our best bet right here. Because we should actually have the modules to take advantage of that on all of our ships, and it should provide us with a pretty decent reduction in their damage. Oop, hey, where'd you go? Come back. And I think we can see their last couple. They use power to shields a lot, they use gravity distortion a lot, and take trophies. Okay, that actually works for us. If they use gravity distortion, then we both end up at the same range. The only thing they're getting there is some more hull penetration. The thing about that, though, is that we may actually burn them down before they even get to take advantage of that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, guys. You got this. Come on. Win this fight. Send them packet. Decisive victory! Oh, we just melted them. Their entire fleet gone. Their hero survived, though, somehow. Somehow he did survive. Okay, blockade this system. Blockade this system. They are done here. They are done here. Get the rest of our fleet up there now. We may have actually saved all of our vines here. If we have, that's amazing. I can't believe that. Like, if we saved our vines there, that was like nick of the time, perfect save. Just perfect. Okay, gas, cold, and ice, we're not going to be able to colonize those. We should start looking at our population again. I'm just going to start pumping out fire ships too, though. Like, we are just going to militarize to militarize to militarize. How long... Big Data Shipyards takes one turn here, we're going to do it. That will actually increase the combat level of our ships when they come out. We do want to start shipping some population, though. Deneb is now a place for us to potentially send pops, because we do have forces sort of controlling that star lane. So let's look at what populations we can spare and from where. There's already Basrixo there. I think we've already sent Harashems. Let's see if they have Harashems already. They do not. Okay, so let's send Harashems from somewhere close if we can. Ooh, and there's a Calgaros here. So let's do... Deneb is the location for this one. Let's send a Calgaros. Let's go to Nakos here, and let's send a Harashem to Deneb as well. Oh no, 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 no. Not two, just one. One Harashem. Thank you. And then we'll come down here to Sylphi, and we'll target... I want to say... Gistrid? Well, we can't do Gistrid, so let's do Nakos, and let's just send Nakos some Unfallen. Let's send them one Unfallen, just so that we are able... Well, we're going to get another Harashem next turn, so two Unfallen is fine. Just so that we're producing population on all of our systems. Because we cap them out so fast, we really just want to be moving our populations around like that. If you have scanning modules, potentially, let's have you go look for some things. Are there Guardians over here? I mean, honestly, we could even consider, like, suiciding this into Altair to scan Guardians. I think we'll do that. Let's do that. Let's be gutsy here. It's worked out okay for us in the past, so let's do it. Hey, look at that. You got a scout ship here. We're gonna put some shells into it. Try and make it real pretty for you guys. Let's go with... I mean, there's honestly no module here that helps us. I guess hull plating kind of helps us. They're not gonna fight, though. They're just gonna run. Oh, they're just gonna die. So much for your retreating. It's almost as if you made a mistake declaring war on us, isn't it? Yeah, it kinda is. We have the war pressure. We have the war momentum. You guys sure you don't want peace? Do you see what they're asking for? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You drew the anger of the trees, and now you want us to give you the monies? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Ooh, Pardalis is actually a really nice system here, by the way. Let's go scan down ESO a little bit, see what we can find there. Okay. I'm very, very happy with our progress here. Our vine ships are coming to repair our vines. As long as they don't burn Oh! No! Oh no, we lost Deneb. We lost Deneb. Oh, that's gonna make me mad. Okay. Oh no! Oh, okay. This we already knew we were gonna fail. That's okay. I'm gonna minimize most of these, I just want to see what's going on here. So we did lose our vines. That's super frustrating. The good news is that it's not the end of the world, because we do have a vine ship here, and we can start entwining. You cannot connect vines to enemy systems. Okay, no we can't. So Deneb... it'll be gone in 22 turns. We need peace within 22 turns so that we can reclaim Deneb. So what that means is we need to do some serious, serious damage within that time. Because we've got to end this war. We've got to end this war. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay, what can we do here? Merge that fleet in, kill the civilians, get more money. We could negotiate for peace right now if we wanted to, but I don't think we're going to get favorable terms if we do. It's irritating that you can't vine enemies even though, like, you can send vine ship to enemy territories. That's kind of frustrating, but whatever. Okay. What if we choke out Cleone? That actually seems like a really good idea. Let's choke out Cleone. Let's send a fire ship down here to Cleone to choke them out. We're just gonna start basically sieging that system right from the get-go and choke them so that they can't actually do anything. Really like that idea. That's gonna be a way for us to kind of put some pressure on their systems. We do have enough weapons on this for it to defend itself, because I'm concerned the pirates are gonna be making units in 2 turns. Oh, I thought we saved him, guys. I thought we saved him, but no such luck. I guess... how do you stop them when they're burning already? Like, that's actually what I'm curious about, because we got troops there, it wasn't enough. How do you stop them when they're already burning? Or is there a way to stop them once they're burning? Center of Light and Life finished. We have fire ships building in multiple locations. Perfect negotiations is done. Okay. Maybe we... well, for one thing, we have enough money to go look at new heroes. Having some more governors now would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and sort. We do need any governor at this point. I like this guy. This guy's actually a decent governor for us. He does increase our trade route values, and trade is something we are going to be looking to take advantage of. The question is, what do we need to sell to get him? That's where it really gets tough. Sell 5 of those, we get 332 dust. It's not quite enough, though. I mean, obviously, it's not quite enough. Let's sell some of our... well, Transvine is basically worthless. We're not getting anything for that. What this? I mean, yeah, we can sell that. That's actually fine. Buy the man. Put him on the home system. We need a governor. Like a real... oh, we have Pi on the home system. I guess we don't need a governor that bad. We do need one here on Nakos, though, so let's go ahead and assign him there. We also need gas, colds, and ice to be able to continue working with Nakos, so we should at some point look at our colonization techs. Ice shouldn't be too far out from where we're at. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that. Yes, we know we have a new guy in our empire. He's a Lumeris, which means he's going to make us all the dust. Good for him. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay. I guess we could just start invading. I mean, honestly, right here we might be in position to invade. No, we're not. If we bring this fleet back, we're in position to invade. They have enough manpower to invade Perseus on their own. And now that they've burned our vines, it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. Like, let's do it. Let's invade Perseus. Let's flatline that system, and then tell them we want peace. Like, you guys are going to give us peace here. You're going to.
Understand the art of real politic, no?
You know what? We will take... Let's tell them, give us Perseus. Give us Cleone. Give us Nihal. No, they're not going to give us anything like that. Question is, what could we potentially give them if we wanted to end this war? about 5 adamantium? You guys have any interest in that? Oh, they do. You go for 2, actually. Nope, not 2. 2's too few. About 3. Okay, 3 will do it. We can get a truce right here. The problem with a truce is that it's not actually going to give us the ability to declare peace with them, which means they won't be an ally, which means we still can't vine our way back. But because we have to get force peace with them before we can vine our way back, and we have 22 turns to do it, it does behoove us to get peace as quickly as possible. So I'm actually okay with this. There. Good, good. Peace has been established. Good to know. We will stop sieging your city, or your system now, but I want you to know that if we don't get to put our vines out very soon, we're just gonna destroy you. Like, we're not gonna be nice about it, we're just gonna get rid of you. I will pull you off the map, homie. I will do it. Ooh. They have brought out the rage in this peaceful tree folk. That's gonna be it for this one, though, folks. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!